After years of disruptions, supplies are still at risk. Welcome to Hawaii Preppers Network 808. Indeed, supplies are still at risk due to weather changes, geopolitics, and supply chain challenges. Now, these threats have only escalated yearly. Crime, cyber warfare, cyber attacks, war, illegal aliens, and inflation only compounds the problems economically and financially for a cash-strapped nation. We're not only in debt, but bankrupt, living in a matrix that prints money like no tomorrow that is worthless. Whether you're awake and or asleep at the wheel, we are all feeling the repercussions of everything that is going on now in this now moment. And this is why we prepare ahead of time, because when the need arises, the time to prepare has already passed. Now, with everything escalating and going on in our country and globally, we're already seeing the writing on the walls. We're already feeling the shortages that are going on. Therefore, we stock up on all the necessary items that we need now and do not wait till the last minute, because at the very last minute, we might not be able to even get to these places due to all the calamities and the chaos that will ensue around us, which we are seeing right now. Imagine living in a crime-ridden area, town, city, and not being able to get to the stores to buy the things that you need to live on a daily basis, to buy the food, to buy your first aid, emergency items. Imagine. Now, know that all of this is escalating. Are you going to wait for it to get even worse down the line? Because down the line is like 2 seconds later right now. So think about that and why you need to prep up, maybe even step up on your preps now. Cyber warfare and cyber attacks. Now, a lot of people don't realize how serious those are. I'm sure that the preppers realize that and know how bad of an effect it can be on everyone. I mean, take for instance what just happened not too long ago regarding the pharmaceuticals. Was it United Healthcare or something like that, where it affected so many people, your drugs and everything. So having all of your drugs ahead of time and stocked and backstocked is something really vital right now, especially now with how cyber attacks, and we're already in this cyber warfare thing. Anything cyber attacks, cyber warfare, that's the high-tech criminals. The low-tech criminals are the ones that go smash and grab. That's the low-tech. So we're like in between these type of criminals. There's a lot of different types of criminals that specialize in different types of crimes. So it's a good thing to get in the habit of knowing these types of criminals, the type of crimes that they commit, and how it will affect everything in your daily living, your banking system, your job, the food system, the grid system, how it can affect all of these things if everything was hit at once. Right now, I'm thinking that these cyber hackers are testing the waters, and they're doing things maybe here and there a little at a time. And they're probably setting up for a more huge cyber attack where everything would be hit, everything would go down at one time. I'm just guesstimating here, but in this day and age, I really wouldn't doubt something like this occurring, next week, tomorrow, in a couple days. It's very, I can see it happening. Now, with so many illegal aliens entering the United States through several different borders, that becomes a burden, a very heavy burden on the United States, on the people here, on the citizens of America. It becomes a burden on all systems, on the financial system, on taxpayers like you and I, on the food systems. Everything will be depleted even faster. So more so than ever, you'd have to double up, triple up, quadruple up your stocks during this time. I mean, we're seeing a lot of things going on, and you just want to cover yourself and be prepared in all areas of preparedness. I was just thinking, I really think and or believe that inflation has a lot to do with a lot of derivative factors. For one, farmers, cracking down on farmers, and just literally, saying this and that, under the guise of sea change, and all of these things, green change and whatnot, and I think that inflation has everything to do with the powers that be getting rid of, eliminating things that we know that's simply insanity what they're doing, but it's tied into all of that to make us feel like, okay, these prices are high because X, Y, and Z, like they're saying, look over there and not over here, what we're doing to create X, Y, and Z elemental P. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just have that strong feeling that it's tied to a lot of things to create that inflation and that illusion for us, to kind of pretty much run us dry of all our resources and our monies and all of those things. And we really have to read between a lot of these lines, because we're being attacked subliminally, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, economically, and spiritually. So we really need to be on top of our game in a lot of these things and not panic. Be able to see things with the greatest of clarity, as well as using our discernment and balance and focus things out, instead of letting things, take a spin with us. Just really looking at things with the greatest of clarity and discernment. Now, I really believe that we can make a difference here. We can be that change that we'd like to see in the world and become that better version of ourselves by becoming more active and not inactive and just sitting back and looking at things and just simply complaining about it and doing nothing about it. We all have the opportunities to do things that need to be done. If there's a will, there's a way. There's so many ways. There's multiple ways, multiple ideas, multiple solutions. There's never one true solution. There's multiple solutions, multiple paths to assist us, and we need to come together in unity to do these things, to come up with those solutions. Now, we can't solve an old problem with old solutions. We need to solve an old problem with new solutions, with better solutions that will take us forward and move us into the place where we need to be. A better economy, a better nation, all things better. Our mindsets also have a lot to do with that. And, we need to shift that mindset into these new solutions as well. We cannot come into a new solution with an old mindset, with an outdated mindset. It needs to shift and change. I know a lot of people have issues with changing, but change is inevitable for all of us. And it's how well we deal with it and how well we are able to move through it and or resist it. If you resist, you stay in the old. You stay in the outdated paradigm of things. Now, if you are open to moving into the new and shifting the mindset alongside as well, and becoming that better version of ourselves and solutions, this is what it's all about. It's all about becoming the solution. I believe that each and every one of us is the solution to the problems now that we are facing. We have all been a part of it. We have taken part of this grand scheme of things. Now we need to know how to or shift our thinking and our ways, our perspectives, and how we're going to do things and move forward and move into the new. It's just a matter of ourselves and stepping up to the plate with all there is. I know everyone's not going to feel that way, but that's okay. To each his own. I'm here to plant seeds and to be a part of that change that I'd like to see in the world now. I don't want to be a part of that problem. I want to be a problem solver and do all that it is that I can, instead of complaining and doing nothing about it. Knowingly everything that's out there already, knowing that, how am I going to solve things? How am I going to come to the next level of eliminating something here or something there? There's a lot of things going on this planet, and what is actually happening is everything is surfacing at this time. All the energies, the negative, the polarities, the negative as well as the positive, the dark and the light. Basically, the light is pushing the darkness out. The darkness has seen its better days, and everything is being revealed now to everyone all across the globe. And that basically tells you and gives you that sign that change is coming and change needs to occur. Everything that no longer serves everyone needs to fall apart, and it's falling apart as we are witnessing now, and it's going to continue to fall apart. So stress not, panic not, fear not. Center yourself and focus in the things that need to be done. We can do this. We have the power. Have a great day, guys. Aloha.